Feisty Pants?
My boy, we had a busy day, didn't we?
We did.
We did. So, I filmed the Q&A a day in advance. It's Saturday. We had the Pokemon event at Toys R Us. We had to go to the post office. We ordered some Pokemon cards in the mail, and they came in the mail. Some Flygon cards. What else did we do? We did some serious Minecraft playing. Lots of stuff. We had to film the Pokemon event, and I had to put that together. And finally, we get to the Q&A right there. 88. David Griffin leads us off with 13 questions, even though I asked him to keep it under 10. It's okay, David. Don't worry. I'll still answer him. David wants to know, what is my favorite memory of Uncensored Super Pop? You know, he was like family. He was like the other grandpa that you have in your family. He was a good guy. He was a great guy. Every memory I have is great of him. I don't have just one favorite. Everything is great. You know, it's a guy. Feisty Pants did not know. He did not know. It's okay. Sometimes it's better when you don't know. To your second question. Number 3, the best and worst present you've had for your birthday. Oh, okay. I don't know about the worst, because you can't always say what the worst is, because it's still a present. You always have to say thank you, and, you know, somebody else who bought that for you was thinking something that you would love it, you know, in some way, shape, or form, whatever it is that they got for you. So, you never want to say what your worst present is, but the best present came from one of the... I shouldn't say one of the worst people I dated, but it was close. It was close. I dated the stalker, and she had got me some Andy Vance like baseball cards for my birthday, and I was like, oh! Yes, it was awesome. It was the best present, you know, and it was cool. It was great. I was like, wow, that's love. And then she was crazy. That's a story for another day. Name your top 5 pay-per-view stage designs for WWE over the years. You know, there was that WrestleMania. It was a couple of years ago. It was when the Wyatts were like, you know, the first time they were a big deal, and they had the band playing live right there on stage as you know the Wyatts came out for their entrance, and all the band members had the mask on, like the long nose mask. That was pretty cool. That whole WrestleMania was pretty good. I don't really make a note of other significant entrances like that. I don't, you know, entrances don't really do it for me. However, that one stood out. That WrestleMania, that whole WrestleMania stood out. It wasn't even just the Wyatt entrance. Number 5. Would you rather have War Games on or the 3-ring 60-man Battle Royal come to the WWE, and what month? You know what? If they could pull it off on the roster, I would love to see a 60-man Royal Rumble as the Battle Royal. You know, like instead of just like, oh hey, 60-man Royal Rumble, make that the Royal Rumble one year. We're gonna be like, hey, you remember WCW? WWE now. War Games was actually one of the first experiences I had with wrestling. I had some friends, you know, we were kids, me and my 2 brothers. We went with my parents' friends, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to see wrestling. Do the kids want to come? Yeah! It was a good time. And we saw War Games. That was what it was. Would you rather have Cyber Sunday or WWE in your house return as that? You know, I liked both of them, but WWE in your house makes more sense. Would you rather be in the Cesaro Swing or Suplex City? Definitely the Cesaro Swing. I think if you go to Suplex City, you're coming back with a beating, you know, with a beating and a bruised ego. What are your top 5 violent matches? I don't keep track of violent matches. Should New Jersey have a Major League Baseball team, and why? You know, they have a lot of minor league baseball teams. You know, maybe they're gearing up, you know, because what happens is cities have contracts to hold a team for a certain number of years. Some cities have 50-year contracts. Some are like forever. some are coming up. You know, like look at Montreal. Montreal lost its contract, and then they moved out. They shipped over to Washington, and now we have the Washington Nationals instead of the Montreal Expos. But they started out as the Montreal Expos, so it could happen. The New Jersey Phillies, maybe. I mean, the Blue Claws play here. They're the minor league team for the Phillies. They play right here, right, that way. But they do, so it could happen. Doesn't mean I'll root for them, but you never know. Let's see. Favorite matches from Triple H and Heartbreak Kid rivalry over the years. You know, I have to go back to a previous question of yours, whereas it is implied that I would retain a knowledge of favorite matches. I don't keep track of this stuff. I watch an event, it was good, it was bad, I talk about it, that's done. Completely out of my memory. So for your next question, where you ask your favorite matches from Cena and Edge rivalry over the years, I couldn't tell you, man. They fought back in the day, I could tell you they fought. They had a great rivalry back in the day, but one match out of all their matches, I don't keep track of that stuff. What are your 3 keys to victory in an I Quit match and a last man standing match? Well, I don't know. In a last man standing match, you want to bury your opponent so that they can't stand up by the count of 10. So, like, if you have to, handcuff them to something close to the floor and then drop a table on top of them and then they can't stand up, right, my boy?
Yeah.
Look at my boy over there. He's playing. Are you playing?
Yeah.
I see you got the Batcave out. It's awesome. But yeah, in a last man standing, you want to prevent your opponent from standing up. So if you could chain them to the floor somehow, I mean, that would work. What else? And how would you react if Vince Russo showed up at Grimm's house and joined Stan, Grime, and Slender Man? I guess that's just another person that's going to get a whoop ass. I don't know. That's kind of tough. Joe's channel wants to know, what do you use to record? Joe asked earlier in the week. And Joe, I use my iPhone. I have an iPhone 6. I do everything on it. Before the iPhone, I had an Android. A Droid Incredible. And I did everything on that. Victoria Chase wants to know, why is Grime crazy about Grimm's Toy Room? Have you seen Grimm's Toy Room? Wouldn't you be crazy about it as well? Feisty Pants has seen it. It was like, right? You remember Grimm's big toy room?
Wow, that was huge.
It was huge.
Like so many Dinobots.
He had all the Dinobots. My favorite movie is Spaceballs, with a very close tie for number 1, Christmas Vacation. And yes, I did see Total Divas. I watch that every week. So I did see Total Divas, where Rosa retired and had a shower. Yeah, I saw that. Sensational AJ wants to know, what do you think about CM Punk? I think he was pretty good. I think he shouldn't have left. I still like him. Bellas or the Funkadactyls? Definitely the Bellas. Anthony's Awesome Channel wants to know, what do you like better? The Spear, the RKO, or the 3D? I would like the combination of the Spear and the RKO. And has Feisty Pants been to any WWE pay-per-view events? Not yet. We're actually working on going to our first one this year. It's going to happen. Brandon Gretaman, if you were running... He wants to meet Roman Reigns. You heard it. You heard it here, folks. Right, my boy?
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. We're coming for you. Brandon Gretaman wants to know, if you were running the WWE, what match would you have on Raw and SmackDown? I would have matches. Stipulations, I wouldn't have just one kind of match. I would change it up a little. I know I asked you, what you meant by that, and I'm like, I don't know what he means by that. I would have matches. This is kind of the way they have Raw matches on Raw now. I don't think I would do much different. Hot Rod 271 for the win wants to know, who is better, Blackjack or Hot Rod? And I said Blackjack, with an explanation in tomorrow's fan mail, and here it is. Hot Rod killed Optimus in the movie. If you go back and watch the animated movie from 1986, Optimus and Megatron are having it out, and Megatron's done for. and he's going to sneak a weapon. And Hot Rod's like, watch out, Optimus, he's got a gun. And, Hot Rod thinks he can take Megatron, right? And Megatron holds him as a shield in front of him, and he shoots Optimus. And Optimus dies. Now, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to not Dreamwave. Who is it, my boy? IDW? They have the Transformers comic license, and they're making the Deviations series, where it's like the old Marvel what if something happened differently. So with the Transformers title that comes out March 16th, I'm looking forward to it. What happens... Oh, no, it said, what if Optimus lived in the movie instead of dying in the movie? I can't wait to see what happens. I hope they kill Rodimus. Just like that. I hope they let him die. So because he let Optimus die, and he was the cause of it, I hate Hot Rod. I hate Hot Rod, Rodimus, all of it, done. So, Blackjack, to answer your question, and that is why. Alright, folks, that's all the time I got for today. Like this video, leave a comment, leave your questions in the comments. I'm sorry, I forgot this was Q&A. I answer them every week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.